Here we are. I think
Awesome.
we're live now. Hey
We are.
guys. So it's the
Here we
Whisper
are.
Rebellion Barcast. We're back tonight on a Monday, day after Father's Day. Like, love, share, hit the subscribe, turn on the notifications. If you don't mind, send all hate mail to David Papayan. And that's not how you say his name, but I want you to figure that out, and you do that, and send all your hate mail to there.
Yeah, because I'm going to
I'm
read
in
it.
a little bit
That's
better
right.
mood today than I have been in the past, but I do want to say this. Not that I want to bring up anything negative. There are families. We're all big family, and our resident Asian, which we found out tonight, is Gino. He was born in Taiwan. He had a fraternity brother that passed away over the last 5 days, and his name's Larry. That's where I'm gonna leave it. But anyway, Mr. Barry is already saying hey. But anyway, I want to tell you guys that, if you got any prayers for them, that's cool. Raise a glass for them, this, that, and whatever, and be good to yourself. But so in the pre-show we were talking about, so me and Gino is an engineer, and I of course teach accounting and finance, and I love mathematics. So we were talking about that in the pre-show. I do want to get to the Father's Day stuff. And by the way, everybody here, happy Father's Day to everybody here and everybody that's watching. If you're a father of any kind, meaning that you were in a child's life for any specific period of time, happy Father's Day to you. You meant something, and and you're one of the guys, one of the greats, and should be recognized, right? In my opinion. And I think being a father is a little bit different than just being a father. I think it's about being present, and then also being present to your significant other. So if you raise children, and like for me, there's certain things I love to do. I love to cook. I am the Gestapo of cleaning. All right. Like no one's going to ever beat me in cleaning. Like no one. I love to clean more than anybody. I have it. It's on I have a calendar. Like I clean toilets every week. I love the smell of cleanliness, and then I love to cook. Like it's my thing. And then I love to wash. Like Preston and I yesterday for Father's Day, he was over here with my mom, and he was like in my jam trying to help me clean dishes. I'm like, dude, just move out of my jam.
Yes,
this is me. This is I love to clean. I need you to get out of my jam, But I did let him in a little bit, with that. But what I was going to say is we were nerding out on some of our classes that we had in college that were tough mathematically, and I was very honest.
What's up,
but anyway,
Daniel?
I had some classes like all the math classes I loved. Geometry was probably my hardest class because I do have dyslexia, and it wasn't mathematically. It's related to how I read, and some of those were tough for me to be perfectly honest with you. But calculus was fun. Trigonometry was fun. I love physics. Physics is the greatest class. If everybody can take physics class, that's the greatest class in the world. Like they should just start with physics. You should stay in physics and do it 12 years. It is such a great class because you understand everything with physics, right?
I loved it in high school. I hated it in college, but I had a horrible. I didn't have a lecture teacher. It was all self-taught, and we had a lab teacher. It was a professor who was a cool guy, but I swear, I wish I had a better physics class in college, but I hated it. Such a bad experience. It wasn't taught.
Yeah, the teacher makes the class. I mean, if you've got a good physics teacher that can really get down in the nuts and bolts of it, I mean, it's just awesome because
it's also it's showing this stuff. Like everything with physics can be proven. It's not theoretical physics, so it can all be proven with actual events. Now, theoretical physics is stuff like asymmetry, black hole theory, and stuff of that nature. All of those can't be proven yet, but where you can prove stuff is through actual physics. And now, don't get me wrong, if an apple fell from a tree and it hit me, that would prove that there's something pulling us towards the earth, right? It's kind of like I was talking about a couple weeks ago, that your feet age faster than your head does because of because of how close it is to the ground. And so your feet actually are more like, because of the altitude between whether you're 5 foot or 10 foot, whatever, right? Your head is further away from the core. And so it is what it is. And so you age faster as you're closer to the ground. Now, there would be some entities that I would look at and go, well, how does that work for this, right? Like, for example, animals that live in the ocean, right? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense there because they are going to always be closer to the core than we are. That would be one, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other one would be would be, you know, if you look at turtles,
awesome.
you know, turtles would be one too that you look at and you go, they're some of the longest living prehistoric, and also alligators, longest prehistoric living animals.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But physics is real, not theoretical, but physics is real. Now, some of the theoretical aspects is just doing math for funsies, which I love too, right? So anyway, guys, everybody, welcome to the show. I'm gonna start out with telling you what I'm drinking tonight. I'm drinking a little bit of Bardstown Origins, just white tonight.
Nice.
And that's what I'm having tonight. And I'm in a relatively good mood. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm in a pretty good mood. And which hasn't always been the case.
It happens.
And then what about you there, Mr. Kors? What are you having tonight?
Right now, I am drinking a little Santa Teresa 1796. I've had this from before. This is the Arabica coffee cask finish. It's really freaking good. I saw it on the shelf. I like their Solera cask is really great. Jody, you've had it. I brought it over to your place before. But I saw this and I was like, coffee? It's got a really nice. It's not overwhelming. It doesn't beat you over the head, but you do pick up some coffee notes in the finish in particular. I think it's really nicely balanced. It's a great
remember
one.
like when remember when we had I forget the OG of the company, and we had him on the show. I forgot his name, but you can go back and look in our archives. He was on there, and he had us try a couple of his coffee casts, and I was like, God, that's just too strong for me, right? When you find a good coffee cast, that's solid, right?
It sounds like
it's not overpowering at all. Like
the way Dave's describing
it.
Yeah, the way you're describing it, Dave, I think I would enjoy the hell out of it. I'm a coffee fanatic. I mean, my wife doesn't drink coffee, but yeah, I get up, grind my own, the whole schmear, the whole pot. I enjoy that whole
grind
pot.
my own now. Yep.
I mean, it's one of my things in the morning. My quiet time, everything else is asleep. There I am with my coffee, just enjoying.
Yep.
And if you see my stuff on the Facebook and all, I post my coffee thing every morning. Nice little uplifting message or a motivational message, but that is my jam. I'm a coffee fanatic.
I like it.
So I'm interested in that. I'm gonna see if I can't find it. If I can't find it, I'm gonna see if I can't get my guy to order me some.
Cool.
So speaking of coffee, this morning I went to the Fainting Goat. I had heard that they had a coconut salted caramel coffee roast that they made. Oh my God, it was so good. So I went there and had that today. That was my breakfast because I was off today, right? And so I was so I'm not, by the way, I'm not going to put everybody in on the show with their comments. So if you have some random nonsense that doesn't make sense to me, I'm not going to put it on the show, but it is what it is.
He's not like me, guys. I read just about everything. Jody's not going to do
that. But there's some stuff that pops up in the chat. I guess it's attributed to YouTube. It's just total garbage and it doesn't need to be part of the show.
Right.
And if you want your comment read, you need to donate to us. How about that? And we'll read your comment on air.
There you go.
Our Patreon account.
So we can turn the lights back on. You got a Venmo.
Hey.
Yeah, I have a Venmo.
Yeah.
But so I do like coffee, but I'm a one cup of coffee a day drinker. Whereas who is that? Is that Steven? That is Steven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steven. That bear may have looked small, may have looked puppy doggish the first video I put up there, but the house that we're staying, I'm on vacation. That's why the scenery looks different behind me.
Sure.
Normally, like at the house this time of year, be out on the porch, the cigar in hand, but we're expecting some severe thunderstorms and all that good happy stuff tonight. And this is a rental house that we've got in Canaan Valley. And we do this thing with the grandkids every year. We go down to the Cass Scenic Railroad. We had a great day with their parade of steam with their engines, rather unique engines. They're geared locomotives, which means it would kind of remind you of an old slant six that Chrysler used to make, where they got the transverse pistons that go down and link to a drive shaft, either on the side or centrally underneath the locomotives. And they're done that way. They're not built for speed. They're built for strength and being able to pull up steep grades. And like we're talking like grades of up to 11%. So that's pretty damn steep. And what 11% grade is, for those of you that can't type coherently, it's for every 100 feet, you're going up 11 feet. So it's fairly steep. But that's what these engines are designed to do. So they're not built for speed. They're rather unique. And they have quite a collection of them here. And we were there for their parade of steam, which showed off all the 3 different types of geared locomotives that they had, which was awesome. And we were able to get there, and I was right front row, right beside them, videoing those, and they were awesome. But that bear, the house we were staying at, get back to the bear, the porch is high up off the ground. And so I'm looking down on this bear from about, I would say, probably a good 10, 12 feet. The second video I posted where I said it was round 2 is where he came back around and came down in the backyard. It was a full-grown adult black bear. And so,
black bears are no joke. They are no joke. They come around people. They're generally trying to eat you. You know what's funny about the bears? So I went up to this place a couple of years ago, probably been about 7 years ago now. Around Christmas time, I went up to a treehouse up in the most heavily populated bear area in Tennessee, and I can't remember. It's up on the border of West Virginia and Virginia and stuff, or I'm sorry, with Virginia and part of Kentucky and stuff like that, right? And I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, they had these 2 like underneath the treehouse. They had these 2 like lion claw bathtubs and had water out there and hot water and stuff, and you can run. And they had like a little screen where you can get in there. In between, they had a table. I had my 45 ACP sitting right there. Like I was like, I'm not going to get mauled by a bear butt ass naked in a bathtub, So
you have too many naked wildlife encounters, it seems.
We weren't even
nearly naked.
I do on occasion do have some semi naked encounters with wild animals.
To get back to the bear story. To get back to my bear story that we had out here, it was the same bear. Now, my daughter, my son-in-law, and 2 of the grandkids were out there on that porch to begin with. They were waiting for me to finish breakfast. I had just finished breakfast, finished cooking the breakfast and stuff, and I had opened the windows and things later. But my one grandson was complaining about this cobweb that was in between the slats on the porch and all that. My daughter was going to turn around and get rid of the cobweb so the kid would quit complaining about the spiders. And she had to turn around, and without a sound, without a smell, without anything, the bear just comes walking around the side of the house and right there, and then down the driveway and went. And he circled back around later and came back down the backyard. I mean, it was a little bit spooky. It's not something you're expecting first thing in the morning, but they live in the woods, and that's where we're at. So
we live in the
woods. It is. But it's you can't come in, bud.
So my closest bear encounter I've ever had, I have 2 of them, but my closest one was this was back in 2017, 2016, somewhere in that time period, right? The family and I had at the time, we went up to Gatlinburg, and we're staying in this rustic, like out in the woods, but beautiful. With great amenities, home,
that's what we're doing.
Stuff like that. Yep. And I had cooked and stuff like that on the grill and all this. And the moment, and this is the only trip I've ever taken in my life where I didn't have my gun with me. All right. The only time. Matter of fact, I even said something to the person I was with at the time. I was like, I feel a little bit naked. This is the only time I forgot my gun. And I did literally forget my gun. Right.
Damn.
And in the middle of the night, I heard, like I was asleep, and all of a sudden you heard this like it just something slammed down.
You got the grill, didn't they?
And, yeah, they got the grill, and then they came over to the door and they were like that, and I was on the other side of the door. I was like, dude, they smell me. You know what I'm saying? All I had was a spatula and a knife. That's it. That's all I had. That was going to keep me and the bear from killing the kids. It was a spatula and a knife. And
one way or another, it's going down.
I got loud and the bear ran away. The other time was this was many years ago. I was in Tennessee and we went to and I was home. I wouldn't say home on leave, but I was here for whatever reason. And I went out to Gatlinburg and for like a weekend. And because I was still in the military active duty, I went for a run. And as I go for a run, before I go for a run, I take the trash out and put it into these bear safe containers, right? Trash cans.
Yeah.
And so I go for my run and I come back and the last part of it's straight uphill. It's like grade 11, like you were talking about earlier. I was like, oh my God, this sucks. About that time, I watched this bear take the trash I just put in this bear safe, thingy and haul it and take it into the woods. I'm like, I could have just thrown it in the woods for you guys if that would have made it easier,
Save everybody.
He's being considered. He's not wanting to trash up your yard, so he's going to take it over in the woods and do his thing and not mess up your yard.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Billy, I wasn't paying attention.
It's all right. All good.
I was telling my story about
one
bears.
thing about when you're in areas like that's prone for bear and you're going to cook outside on your grill, put aluminum foil on your grill. Okay, just a sheet of aluminum foil on top. You cook on the aluminum foil. Okay, so when you're done, make sure you clean up everything. Don't leave a drop of anything out there.
That makes sense.
When you're done,
I'm gonna be
take
honest
that
with you, though, man.
aluminum
I want
and
to
get
shoot
that
back.
away
I'm
so
not
that
gonna lie to
all
you.
the smell is on the aluminum. You know what I
I'm
mean?
being honest with you. I really do
Makes
want
a
to
lot
kill a
of
bear.
sense.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I think that would be great in my freezer. Is a bear carcass. It's the only thing I don't have in my freezer.
They're a
I think
touch
that'd be cool.
greasy, but it tastes good.
No, I've eaten bear before. I want to have you. The only bad thing about bear, you have to overcook it so you don't get.
Yep, it's greasy. You got to get that grease out.
But it's called tetramitis or something like that.
Oh, by the way,
I'm probably saying this. What?
I never mentioned. We're doing a little Eagle Rare tonight. Eagle Rare 10
yeah.
units.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I'm.
Sir
pouring.
Billy, what are you drinking tonight, man?
Me and the wife had a great Oliva cigar, and we had it with some Woodford Reserve.
There you go.
Nice.
Man, Woodford is such a consistent freaking drink.
100%. Never fail.
It's a good drink.
Double oak always tastes the same. Everything's always so good.
Very
And the
good.
two things you can find anywhere is the Noble Oak, not the Noble Oak, the Woodford Reserve, and the what's the one that was really good a couple of years back? The Maker's Mark. Like you can
You
find
can
it
find Maker's Mark
anywhere.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Even every Mexican restaurant has Maker's Mark.
Yeah. So
Yep.
two solid
I know
choices
what
if you
Maker's-
want to like take
Maker's
to a
101's
party and
great.
leave it. Yeah.
So moving into our theme tonight, we're talking about Father's Day. Did any of you guys do anything special for Father's Day?
Nothing.
Well, I alluded to that a little bit ago. It wasn't actually on Father's Day. It was actually the day before. And it also was West Virginia's birthday. It was the Parade of Steam down at Cass Scenic Railroad. We did the train ride and all that. We got to watch the Parade of Steam. It was far out. If you guys know where my TikTok is at, you can see the videos on there or on my Facebook. I posted those. And it's awesome. It's an awesome experience. But that's what we did. And happy birthday, West Virginia. Born out of conflict, 35th state into the Union, all that good, happy stuff. So, yeah, my adopted home.
And if you haven't ever watched the Half-Film McCoys, that documentary is so good.
I've wanted to. It looked
It's so
interesting.
good
I just never got into
because it really goes into the whole West Virginia, Kentucky thing.
Yep.
So it's
Yep.
really, really
That's
good.
a little bit further south, more towards Kentucky than where we're at. We're up in the northern end of the state. Where we live is right up, that nexus where Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland all come together in a point.
Yeah.
We're kind of like right in that little
right
point.
there by Deep Creek. Yep.
And really kind of like one of the few straight lines in West Virginia, as far as
There
that
are a
goes.
few straight lines.
Just a few.
That's pretty cool.
What
No.
else is going on, guys?
Father's Day, I didn't do anything much. Just more than anything, I'm starting to take days for myself, especially on the weekends with things being so busy. Saturday, I got to work 4 o'clock in the morning and got to push the smoker to its limits. Had it fully packed and still
Nice.
have room to spare. So I mean that thing seems like a charm. But no, Sunday I just took it off. Me and the wife spent some time together. The wife actually had to work, as you guys know. We got World Cup soccer down here going on,
Mhm.
so
Oh, yeah.
duty calls. But it was nice just to relax and not do anything on a Sunday, which is kind of rare in my
I get it.
work. You
Mine
know,
work, yeah.
yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad you got to enjoy
I'll be
it.
honest with you. I've not watched 1 second of World Cup. Not 1 second.
I haven't had the chance because of the way our vacation's fallen. But Thursday, USA plays again. I think they play Turkey.
Well, they won twice now.
Yeah,
They've won
Is that right?
twice,
Twice
and
a
now
month.
they play Turkey.
Yeah, they beat the last one. I think they beat was
Australia.
Australia.
Australia,
Yeah.
yeah.
Only reason why I
And,
seen that is because it was on X, and I was like, yeah.
I'm looking forward to having
that's
that,
great.
watching that on my TV on my deck, cigar in hand, of course, bourbon there or rye or.
Well, be
some
honest
kind
with you, I will not probably watch not 1 second of the World Cup.
of-
And
I
I
enjoy
don't-
it.
It's not.
Well,
It's just. It's
I
not a
enjoy it
thing that I
because
enjoy.
when I was younger, Dad was stationed in Germany. We were there for 4 years, and so I got into soccer then.
Yeah.
I like to watch the Bundesliga, the German soccer league. I love watching that, and so I do get into soccer. My wife doesn't get into it; she does her thing. I do my thing, so I'll probably watch it out on the deck.
And
But,
to be completely transparent, I haven't watched a single second of it and probably will not, but I am happy that it's here. I'm happy for my city. I'm happy for the economy.
Oh, I agree with you there. I agree with you.
And
that's
hats
huge
off.
for the economy.
hats
And all
off,
the-
tip of the hat
And all the foreigners.
to all
that
the
love it,
Scottish
too.
fans that
Yeah.
drank Boston Dry.
Yeah,
Well-
they did. They did.
Hats off
So-
to
The Scots,
all the
man,
Scots.
I saw that. So I haven't watched a second of any of the games either.
I thought it
I've
was
been
a
watching
joke, but it
fan
was like,
stuff and like their
Yeah.
interactions here.
Cool.
Like those people are having a great time, and
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Like, and they're actually like those who are cleaning up after themselves and are having big parties and
Yep.
get-togethers and stuff like that. Like actually being responsible and just having fun. You know,
Yeah,
I was
Steven,
like, that's
Steven reached out to me. He reached
I'm
out
like,
to me.
that's cool.
I think it was Saturday that they were playing in Boston, and he was like, "We can get a flight up there right now. We don't even have to find a place to stay. We can just party." And I'm like,
Yep.
I'm like, we could do that. We could totally do that. And
what are you gonna lose?
but, well,
Yeah, why not?
you can lose a lot. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you the same thing, with Preston. Don't go to jail and don't do anything stupid.
Well, I don't feel like I need to tell you those things, right?
If
So
I'm
you
with
can
Steven,
go and have a good time. Well,
I just
I mean-
think it's awesome.
no, you're the person who's going to be there to talk to the cops, right? About whatever he did.
I just think it's awesome though.
I
They
don't
drank
want. I don't want.
out of Boston
I love
Dry.
Steven to death. Steven's one of my best friends in the world, but I do not want
Right.
him speaking for me with the police.
No,
Yeah.
no. You're
Yeah,
the
no.
person talking to the cops about whatever he did.
I don't want to be the person speaking for him either, because I'm not good either.
I don't know that boy. Take him away.
So I will say this. So South Florida has shown a lot of hospitality to all the people that's come here. They actually had a parade. So where the Marlins, the baseball team, play at, there was a parade from like one bar to the actual stadium.
Nice.
And this local bar called Ball and Chain, they actually brought in a ton of beer just for the fans. So it's the beer that they typically drink at home, because Miami's not what you would call a beer place. We like the spirits, the vodkas, the rums, and things like that. But when I tell you, I'm so happy for our economy, because
Yeah.
you know, the economy, things are tough for everybody, but to see especially the hospitality business, the hotels, the restaurants, the bars, the Uber drivers, the cab drivers, it's just one of those things where the city's been so gracious and everybody's acting like an adult, like you said, and you would think normally you see a crowd get out of hand because they've been drinking. These
But you
people
Or
already,
Pennsylvania.
You don't really
Yeah.
see that. There's
Specifically
like
Philly.
the Japanese fans. There's videos of them after the match, they're going around and cleaning up the stadiums.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
totally cool.
That's what I like about these guys. They have a good time, but they're not trying to like embarrass themselves or where they came
Mm-mm.
from with their behavior.
No.
Like they're just having a good time. And I think that's
And
great.
It's wild because if you look at the Knicks recently won their championship in basketball, and it was kind of chaos down there near Madison Square Garden where they tore up buses, they turned over
Wow.
cars.
You don't see these cats doing that.
No, so it's just nice to see. And again, like I said, I'm so happy for our economy because
Heck yeah.
it pumps millions and millions and millions of
true.
dollars. And what I think it
Speaking of
happens
which,
on
So
top of that,
Nashville got the I think it's 2030. They had the Super Bowl come into
Yeah.
Nashville.
I think I
Okay.
heard that too. Yeah.
so what I also love about that is people who come here and they enjoy themselves. Miami's now another place that they think about coming back to. The
Yep.
only thing that a lot of tourists have talked about was our humidity, which is god awful. I mean,
yeah.
even me as a native, I mean, you take a shower in the morning, you get dressed, you walk outside to your car, and you need another shower.
Another shower. Yeah, when you can cut the air with a knife, yeah, it's too humid.
Exactly.
And it's weird because if you're in the house and you walk outside just to check the weather, the temp, the differences between what it feels like in your house and what it feels like outside, you're like, oh no, I'm not doing that.
So
Outside
I think I'm going through menopause right now. So like I find myself sweating all the time. Like I'm sweating in my car with air conditioner on. I'm like, oh my God.
I gotta say, in that ice box that you call a house, according to Billy, I don't know how you
And me. Shit.
No, listen.
Although it wasn't bad last time. Your place was not bad last time. It was not too cold last time.
Well, I've been trying to work it up. I'm trying to work it up. So I'm at
Okay.
67 right now. I'm trying to get it to 68. I did one day at 68 and I was like, nope, got it back down.
Do you know what my house is right now? You have my AC is set
I
to
bet it's 76.
78.
No way.
78 degrees
Dude,
in my
I'll
house.
be honest with you. You would see
I'll
me on the
open
show
windows
naked right
and
now.
run fans. And
I would
I'm
be
fine.
totally naked. I wouldn't even have
No.
mosquitoes. I would be totally naked.
Well, with all the rain and stuff, I don't even think it's actually hit 78 in here today. But
And
No,
Jody, we might be going through some of the same thing the other night. And the wife was laughing at me because I was laying in bed and I had one sock on and one sock off.
That foot's cold. That foot's too hot.
Yeah.
it's just the right amount, you know.
So
you have
she
to have
looks at
one
me.
leg out of the blanket, right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
she looks at me like, "Are you okay?"
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
So I did come across this epiphany this week. I was thinking about it. I was
Do
like, why do menopause and menopause happen at the same time? Like that's not fair. Like it should be. We should have enough time to nurture, I should say, our menopausal or premenopausal women,
Yep.
and not have to deal with our own nonsense. Like I go out and like today. So like it's been raining all day and it's been storming and this, that, whatever. I'm taking care of the farm animals and stuff like that. I come back and I'm like, oh my God, I am soaking wet. And then my little dog, he's like, hey, I want to sit in your lap. I'm like, dude, I don't want you to sit in my lap. I don't even want you to be by me. All right. Like I know this is time we're probably missing right this second, but we need to not do this. Right.
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And so you look at that and you're like, why can't they be at separate times? Like, why can't I have it at 60? Like we get through their time and then at 60, they'll be like,
That's
I don't
my
want to
turn.
be with you
Yeah.
anyhow. So like you can be by yourself all day long. Just go do it, and I can go sit in the freezer. Me and the freezer can sit together.
Ice bath. Yeah.
I do love ice baths. I have one of those, but I haven't used it this year, to be honest with you. But I do love ice baths. They're my favorite. God, they feel so good.
And I can tell you for a fact that Jody's house has its own different weather system. And I think NASA tracks it just to like kind of keep things even. Either that or Jody didn't like me. He put me in that room just to see what would happen to a black guy in that weather.
Yeah. Your black guy from Miami, we're going to put him in the coldest room in the house. Let me turn it
To be
down.
honest with you, there could be some truth to that. That's the reason why I call you aquatic black.
But listen,
You allege you can swim, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. I've been around a lot of black folks who can't swim.
I will say this though, he did leave me with like 80 blankets, and I used every last one of them. So it was that.
That's true. It's true. That all that's true.
Yeah. Oh man.
Keep that
So
place
what
cold,
about
man.
you, Jody? What did you do for Father's Day? Did you mention that?
So I did not. So my mother, of course, reached out to me. She's like, I think you should cook, and I'm like, that sounds like a good idea. I should cook. So I made Coca-Cola Orange Crush. So it's you have to find the Coca-Cola Orange Crush
Got you.
cans, and they're hard to find because they're only sold at different times of the year, right? So you have to find those, but she wanted those ribs, and so I had Coca-Cola Orange Crush ribs, made almost 7 pounds. It's like we're gonna say 6.75 pounds of ribs. I'll be honest, we haven't eaten a lot in the last couple of days. I've only eaten. I didn't eat for 3 days. I don't know why. Just it was a thing for me. I just didn't think about food. I don't know why, but I just didn't eat for 3 days. And so, but I did have 3 ribs, and I have 3 ribs left over. And Preston ate. My mom ate 2 racks, or ate a rack, and then Preston ate 6.7 pounds.
I was going to say, I don't know if 6.7 pounds is going to be enough.
And then he was like, let's get in the pool, Dad. And I'm like, let's do that. And then we got in the pool, and it was like, I got in the pool, and then he jumped in like the Hulk. And I was like, God bless, I'm getting out of the pool. Screw this. I look your bitch in the pool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to be in the pool with
bigger
you.
than you?
Oh, my son's a lot bigger than me. Like,
No, I'm
like
aware.
I hope
his
I
waist
hope
is
they
like
do.
this big, and his shoulders are like
I just
That's
hope.
big.
But hang on a second. What does that have to do with you having a good time in the pool?
Well,
Dude, it was
I
so
understood.
humiliating.
Well,
I
did
I just
understand.
don't understand. I'm not trying to criticize. I just don't understand.
Well, I can tell you because I look like an old
I'm
man
the
fat
dad.
ass in the pool.
I'm the dad. I should always be.
We are old men. Like, this is where
Yeah.
we are now. Like, this
No,
is,
I get that part.
But I just hope for Preston when he
Good
gets
for
finished
him.
with college, he gets a
Good.
very good, high-paying job,
Yeah.
so he can afford
The
his
fees.
groceries that he's going to need, man.
Yeah.
So it's funny. So like yesterday, so it's my mom and Preston here. All right. So and Preston stayed like 10 o'clock. He stayed here late. And I was like, I got to the point. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to tell you to leave, but man, I'm really tired. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got to leave, but you can't stay. You know, one of those kind of things. And so anyway, what you were talking about there. So Preston, he is and my mom, we'll put them both in there. He's a good kid. He's my number one like endorser for me getting a sailboat and living on the water forever. He's like, I think that's the greatest thing you've ever come up with, Dad. Let's sell it all. Let's do it. You know, he's like, I want to go through. He's like, we can sail around the world. And I'm like, son, we cannot sail around the world. I don't even know how to sail. So I mean, we need to go through sailing classes. But I'm going to buy a sailboat, and
You're
but I
gonna
want to
have
learn how to.
You're going to have to tow a barge to bring enough food to take him.
So that brings up a funny point. So my mom and him are sitting there talking, and I just hadn't to be standing there. And Preston was like, I eat 7 eggs a day. And my mom looked at him with straight face and goes, so you eat 8 eggs a day? And I'm like, I could have sworn I just heard 7. And so I was like, so we just magically go to 8? Like all of us, everybody here heard 7, but you said 8. You just purposely said 8. Why?
And here's the thing. Bodybuilders, I don't understand. So my brother and his girl, they're professionals at this. And just recently when I went up for my daughter's graduation, my brother has his own gym like downstairs in his house. It's lower level. When I say it's a gym, that's a wrong statement. He just had a competition maybe a week or so ago. And let's see if I can get the phone. That was him at competition. So
that's a beast.
Yeah,
I don't even ask
Dude,
my brother.
Billy, I'd be honest with you. If I seen you and him together, I'd be like, which one of us is a fat ass?
Oh no, I'm definitely the fat ass for sure.
No,
You know,
I mean, I was saying that kind of like as a euphemism. I think you can agree. We'd all agree you're not the most
no,
physically fit out of that two.
no, never will be. And listen, I love
That's his
the
job.
dedication though.
Yeah.
I love the dedication, and you know.
Oh, I thought
talk
you said
about-
Asian. I was like, Gino, get in here. You're our resident Asian because
I'm
you
a
were born in
resident
Taiwan.
But he and his girl, they sit there and they measure out everything that they eat.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
I'm watching this
Yeah.
fiasco one night,
seen
and I'm
that.
like, they're there with the scales, and you know, the next morning we get up and they're making breakfast, and they're weighing out pancake mix. I'm like, dude, why don't you
Just put it
just
on the grill? Let's do it.
yeah? And I'm, you know me, I'm a fat ass. I just want to eat. I'm
Well, I
like,
didn't
you
say
know
you're
what?
fat ass. That's not what I said.
Directions
Out of the
box,
two of you
man.
guys,
Come on.
I would call you the fat ass.
No,
That's
no,
all I
it's-
said. But by the way, I call myself the fat ass out of me and Preston. So I mean, I'm with you. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But they were taking so long, I got fed up and went to a diner.
That's fucking hilarious.
So Preston came over yesterday, and he was like, well, I got to bring something to Dad's house because he's cooking this, that, whatever. And I cooked this giant meal and this, that, and whatever. And it was good. It was fantastic. All right. But so he was like, I'm going to go to Whole Foods, and he picked up these crackers that taste like air, and then he picked up some like these like they're called coconut water with pulp in them. And I tried one of the drinks, dude. I was like, dude, you're drinking man semen.
yourself
That's
immediately?
what that is. You're drinking man semen is what that is. That tastes horrible. Like who would drink that? I mean, you could feel the fucking flakes hit
You
the
could-
back of your tongue. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
dude,
give you
that's nasty.
some flashbacks to Taiwan there as well.
I've never been to Taiwan. You mean Thailand?
I'm thinking
But,
Bangkok. Yeah, Taiwan. That's what I meant.
I didn't hook up with any man ever in my life. I'm not really into penis, but I mean, I don't know. I've never tried, but I'm just saying. I'm
No, I'm 100% sure I'm not into it. That's okay.
No, I mean, I'm 100% sure I'm not into it either, based on my experiences. That's fair.
Fair enough.
There you go.
That's a fair. That's a
By the
fair.
way,
assessment.
Billy, if you ever see this on the shelf, you should pick it up. The Santa
Santa
Teresa rum.
Teresa.
It's the
Okay.
Arabica coffee cask. It's really good, and the coffee flavor. It's not overpowering. You just get some notes in there. Like it's really
Yeah.
nice.
If you
So-
could do me a
How's it go
favor,
down?
Dave.
Sir.
Dave, if you could do me a favor, take a picture of that and send it to me.
I'll do you one better. I'm gonna get a bottle. Of this.
very
I'm gonna get a
interested.
bottle of this and send it to you.
So
I mean,
what's
because-
funny
That's,
about
that's what the fuck I'm gonna do.
So Preston, towards the end of the night, he was like, he was trying to drink he had 2 cans of this man semen, is what I call it. And I did. I called it the whole time. I was like, dude, that's man semen. That is semen. You're drinking semen, all right? With a little bit of water in it, all right? Maybe coconut water. Who knows? But it's man semen, all right? And he's trying to knock it down. He goes, oh, this is so. He was trying to make it sound like it was so good. I was like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's man semen. Like you're practicing to be on a pride parade. That's what you're doing. All right.
Did you? I mean, so you tried this and like you had like gargle to be sure. Is that what happened?
No, I did try it and I spit it out. I was a spitter. I was not a swallower. I was a spitter.
Oh boy.
When
Now, Jody,
when that
has to
hits
go
the
to
back of your throat, hits the back of your throat. And you're
All of
like,
a sudden, you're
"Mm."
wearing assless chaps.
But see, Jody,
I'm like, can't do this, can't do this, can't do
because
this.
Jody's the
Which are the
PhD
only kind of
guy.
chaps, by the way. Just pointing that out.
You know, he has to go to the factory and see how everything works.
Yep.
I'm just saying. That was not good. That was not good.
Oh, shoot.
I was like, not everything Whole Foods is good, buddy. I know you think it's
Yeah,
all
no,
good.
no,
That's
yeah.
not all good. All
That-
right. Like, that's
I'd
just
be in
not
Whole
good.
Foods and I'd be walking down the
Uh,
aisle. That's not something that I would even think about putting in the carriage.
So,
Yeah, no.
so it's kind of running a joke now. I was like, hey, did you take all your man semen from the house? And did you take it with you? Because I don't want to have man semen around my house. You know, just don't. Just saying what it is. It was that. It was, dude, I'm telling you, I don't know what man semen tastes like, but that if I had to guess what it tastes like, that's what it's going to taste like.
Probably that. It's probably
Oh,
the same
man.
color. little bit whitish, a little watery whitishness.
No, it was whitish, and then it had this like thickness to it. It was just fucking gross.
Little swimmers in there.
Yeah, the semen part. That's the reason
There
why I
you
call
go.
it man semen.
Okay, so listen, let's try to get back on track a little bit. So it's officially,
There's
it's
no on
officially
track at this
summer.
point, man.
So it's officially summer. Summer has started.
Yes.
What are we drinking? What are we gonna start the summer off with?
So,
So it's
it's
hot,
funny you bring that up.
raining,
So me and
or
Preston were,
it's
me
on
and Preston were
fire?
talking about this. Me and Preston were talking about this last night. So he's just got his ABC card, and he was like, "So, Dad, what can I make you?" I'm like, "Hibiscus smash would be great, or a like strawberry smash would be great." He's like,
Mhm.
"What's in that?" I'm like, "You have your ABC card. Figure it out, dude."
Yeah.
There's
Oh, shit,
videos
just
on our
Google it,
page
dude.
about this. You know.
But a smash, I was going to say that, and I've made a few of those in the past.
Real quick, so
Think-
Michelle told me I need to stop with the man semen. She was like, "He's a good kid. Stop." Big letters, all print size.
Okay.
Stop. He is a great kid. He is a great kid.
I have
But I'm gonna be
got no
honest with you.
doubts.
I'm gonna be honest with you. She's never tried this drink, and Preston would say the same thing. He'd be like, "It's man semen." It really is. By the time he left, he's like, "I can't drink any more of this." I'm like, "Because why?" Because I think it's man semen.
Okay,
That's
so
not a me
You
issue.
put that in his head.
But getting back to Billy's
Weird obsession.
thought there and
Bill,
Billy's
Bill.
suggestion in the summer.
Well, I said my
It
two. I
really
said my
hasn't
two.
been very. It really here. It hasn't been very warm yet this summer. I think we've only had one day it's been in the 90s, and that's in the
We've
last.
had a couple. We have a couple.
And
I fell
it's
asleep
been,
in my
it's been
pool
very.
the other-
It's been very cool. So I really haven't had to shift my drinking that much. But when we did have a little bit of a warm spell, it was in low to mid 80s and stuff. I really was getting into smashes. Blackberry smash, blueberry smash. The blackberry was
Yeah.
better. I like those. Those are nice, refreshing.
They're in season. They're in season right now too.
Yep. And so that's what I've been enjoying on hot days and things like that. A few of those on the porch.
A lot of ice and a little bit of soda water in there. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, buddy.
So here in South Florida, start of summer is also the
It's gonna
start
be
of.
gay. It's gonna be gay in South Florida.
It's going to be it's actually the start of mojito season as well.
See,
Okay.
gay. That's what I just said. Gay.
No,
Mojitos
no.
are good.
What's
I like a
gay now?
mojito if it's mixed good.
What's gay? What's gay?
Mojitos.
Mojitos.
Mojitos are
Mojitos,
gay.
Well,
That's
I
gay.
mean,
No, they're not
you- I mean, Joe,
Gay
you
what?
are the resident authority on gayness.
Okay.
don't know.
I
I don't know
agree.
gay
Okay.
people that know
Okay.
gayness as much as
Let's
you
do this.
I have gay
A
friends.
mojito-
They're not as
mojito
tuned
or
into
man
what's not
semen.
as you are.
Which one? If you had to choose one,
mm,
Between what? I didn't hear you. I'm
the
sorry.
mojito or the man semen.
Oh, fuck. That's not good. I don't want either one. I
You
don't
got to
want man
choose one.
semen.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
man.
It's
You had,
mojito
you,
time.
you had to pick.
That's
The
like- that's
mojito
like-
is
Just
not
mix
as
the
gay.
coconut
It's like
water.
it's like
It's
choosing
mojito.
between. But that's like choosing between Michelle Obama and Joy Behar or whatever her name is. Jill
Whatever.
Behar.
Yeah, I
whatever.
know who's.
Yeah, like that's two dudes. I don't want two
But
dudes.
you got to make the choice.
That's why I left
Okay,
your sex with
so
all that.
Mojito every day.
let me go into the mojito thing a little bit.
You know what? I don't want to drink. That's what I do. That's my choice. I don't want to drink. Fuck it.
So the beautiful thing about mojito season is that there's really no limit to the type of mojito that we have
Yes.
down here. So depending on what part of town you're in, will have a lot of determination as to what mojitos hitting more than others. So here we have a town called Little Havana. So Little Havana has probably the most bars that specialize in mojitos.
Mhm.
And some of them are really good. Like you have lychee, you have kiwi, you have your typical stuff like your strawberry and
Interesting.
things like that. But they have like dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. That's good stuff.
They have all sort of berries and stuff like that. So it's, and the beautiful thing is, if you really wanted to get loaded up on mojitos, it's probably going to be the cheapest drink on the menu.
I find them, they're very light. They're very light on the palate, and they're rather refreshing. So I do
Yeah.
like a good mojito.
That's
Yeah.
what's really got. They put a lot of ice in them. That's the reason why they put a lot of like crushed ice in there.
Yeah. And also sangria is very big down here this time of
Yes.
year as well.
Well, that's a wine mixture.
Yep.
So
Wine with
that's
fruit.
different.
It's
Wine and fruit,
delicious.
yeah.
But we tend to load
Mm.
ours up with a lot of high end fruit. So you have like exotic fruit, you have stuff from all over the world. What we put in our sangria, so it's pretty high up there. So that's what we're into for summer.
Pretty fancied up. Huh?
We have some craft beer, but usually the restaurant has like a brewery inside of it itself, and they make their own specialty stuff. Fort Lauderdale has a lot of beer. There's this one particular bar up in Fort Lauderdale called the Elbow Room, and it's very popular. It's getting ran through right now because of all the tourists,
Oh,
and
man.
also every time the Panthers win and play, and when they won the Stanley Cup last time, I think that place was open for like a week straight.
By the way, you guys have both the Kachucks now.
the Chuck brothers, yes, we
I've
do.
seen that. Yep.
Yes, so we are making moves in the off season.
Real quick, so she told me not to say this out loud, but I'm going to. Michelle had said a very popular event in catering has been what Gino said was the Blackberries Bourbon Mint. I would agree with that. That type of smash would be
pretty
fantastic.
good. I'm gonna have to find. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good.
By the way, I did respond with, but I'm going to. So she that's kind of like, but I'm being respectful
Oh yeah.
You're being
with the utmost
Right.
utmost respect. I'm saying
No, but that was a good idea. That sounds very interesting to me. I'm gonna have to
yeah.
find
See,
some
if you,
mint
if you
to
did
make one of those.
if you muddled some blackberries with mint,
With the mint. That's
yes,
gonna be
and you
pretty
put
good.
put a little bit of soda water in there, and then a ton of bourbon. Oh my god, that'd be so
Hey,
good.
let her know I said thank you. That's a brand new idea. I'm gonna
Well, I mean,
as soon as I
she's
get back to the
listening
house,
show,
that's what I'm gonna do.
So you can just say, hey, Michelle, thank you. You can just say that.
Oh, thank you.
What about you,
Thank you,
David?
Michelle. You tell her I
Um,
said hi.
Any particular drinks you're into for the summertime,
You
For
asking me?
David?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's me. For me, honestly, I've been leaning more into rums. Honestly, this summer, and rum actually on ice, which is not a thing that I normally like at all. But I'll have a nice, just a neat pour of rum, put some ice on it. I have this Agricole something or other. It's like this Hawaiian rum thing. But something tastes all that great. I put a big ice cube in it. It tastes like like chocolate mousse dessert. And I'm just
Chocolate mousse
more.
dessert sounds
It,
good.
I was like, it was like it went from like meh to holy shit, this is quite delicious. This is really good. And so I've just been enjoying experiencing more things kind of like in that vein. So that's been me, honestly. I've been enjoying it.
And also, David, something you might want to try that they do down here is they will chill the rum in like
Yes.
a little ice bucket, or they'll put it in a glass and sit it in like a little thing of ice to like chill it down.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of good rum bars here in South Florida. That's that where they specialize.
Yeah, see, that's my jam. Now I like a mojito. I know there's got opinions about that, but I do like a mojito. But for me, like those rum drinks, like give me a dark and stormy. Give me, all
Okay.
of those different kinds of cocktails you can have. I can make a dark and stormy myself. It's
You were
simple enough.
talking about, storing the
Yeah.
rum in the refrigerator and things like that. That's
Yeah,
what they do a lot in Jamaica, especially at the resort we stayed at when we were in Jamaica. They had their own rum bar. That's where I was able to find some of that Trini rum that Mark had told me about. And yeah, they keep it chilled.
Yeah,
So when they pour that out in the glass, they don't have to use the ice, none of that stuff. The
correct.
rum's already chilled. It's in the glass. It's
That's
not
pretty
diluted. Delicious.
And also, fun fact, South Florida is still the headquarters for Bacardi rum, actually in downtown Miami.
Right. I've been meaning to pick up a bottle of the 8 year just to try it.
Oh, the 8 years.
I've heard. I only hear good things about it. Honestly,
Yeah.
8 year is great.
Yeah.
we don't have here. We don't have like you can get it, but like we do not have a great selection overall of rum. People are not really focused on that as much in this area. So I know where to find it when I'm looking for it, but like I know which stores are going to have a decent selection. What stores are going to be like,
Yeah.
it's all the Captain Morgan, Sailor Jerry shit.
And again, that tells you just about regions and things like that because we are so close to the Caribbean. The liquor stores here actually have a bigger selection of rums than they do just about anything else.
Yeah.
Except for like your Total Wines and ABCs, of course.
Yeah.
You
They're
know,
more standardized. Yeah.
yeah, you know, your everyday pours on the rums, but I don't think there's much in rums down here you can't find. Even to the extent there's a duty free office where you can go in and buy stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good
That-
times here when it comes to
That one
rum.
that Mark told me about, Angostura, something or other. This was their 1787,
Yeah.
24 year. Damn, that was good. That was a Trinity rum because I had asked him, give me a list and see if I can find them here because, it's the coast I'm going to get right now to Trinidad. And I was able to find that. They had that there in the rum bar. Man, was that flipping delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the better rums that I've tried. And I can't find it here anywhere.
I'm actually thinking about doing a rum glaze on some
Okay.
ribs.
Those prices
Because
pretty good.
barbecue season is in full effect. And just so people know, this is the toughest time to do barbecue on a large scale because it is so hot.
There you go.
And
Does the heat, the overall heat and humidity, does that play against
No, he's talking about
the
it
way
cost,
you prepare?
cost per meat. That's
no,
true.
no. I mean, yeah, well, the cost per meat also, but also when you're standing next to the smoker, like
It is
so.
in
If
the
you
blast.
if you walk up to my smoker and there's no fire going, no nothing, at about 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon,
It's
the
hot.
thermometers are reading close to 100 degrees, if not
I
over.
bet. Yeah.
So, the
already
beautiful
pretty
thing
damn
about
hot.
that is if you start cooking early before the sun comes up, it's not too bad,
Mhm.
but things are moving along a lot faster because of the humidity. I actually had to introduce a water pan into the new smoker because
Okay.
I didn't want it to dry out too much. Because, so for instance, I cooked 12 briskets in 9 hours. Where during our so-called cold season, briskets can take anywhere from 12 to 14. Now, the beautiful thing about the new smoker is the firebox is fully insulated.
Nice.
So all the heat does stay in, which causes things to have a better convection. And with that big tall stack that I have on there, and I mean, if you put your hand in there, it's not going to burn you, but you could feel the heat moving across the grates. And
Yeah.
that's really what you like to have. So, but yeah, doing barbecue this time of year, it could be hell on you because, like Jody
You're in
said,
the blast furnace, dude.
yeah, it's rough. I mean, I don't stand behind the firebox, but man, when you go to open that thing up and you got the heat coming from behind you, and then the heat inside the smoker, it ain't gonna be too much left of you. So
I can imagine.
yeah,
It's a lot of damn heat.
But the advantage
I love what you
that you
do though, man. For real.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
but the advantage you got down there is like, man, you can barbecue year round because you're not gonna be, waist deep in snow and all the cold temperatures.
no,
So
we're
you've got
not.
that going for you.
And again, I've been very fortunate to find a new purveyor when it comes to my brisket and my ribs, and it's almost better than the one that I had before.
Nice.
So thank God for that. But this past weekend, I had a customer. I did beef ribs, and the customer says to me, "Hey, how much are the beef ribs?" And I was like, "Well," so I said, "I'm trying a new vendor, so I'll cut you a little break." And he's like, "Well, how much is it?" I said, "Well, the full rack is 3 bones, and each bone is like $45." He's like, "Okay, give me the whole rack." So literally, he takes it home to his family, and I mean, he just goes to town on it.
Oh man.
And
That dude looks motivated.
yeah,
Yeah. he
yeah,
does.
and
That looks fucking delicious, by the way. Damn.
and so it's nice because you have customers who come, and I'm not saying that money isn't a problem, but I'm very fortunate the area where I'm at, where nobody's really hurting. Let's just say that.
There you go.
I think the smallest property over there is probably like 3.5 acres. Like that's the smallest, you know. So it's a great thing. But yeah, things are moving nicely over here.
Nice, man. Good for
Yeah,
you.
see, I don't like when I do beef ribs, I don't like the large bones. I like that thin cut. What's that called? Flanking?
So you doing the flank ribs.
There it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I love to do those on the charcoal grill. They grill up really nice. I'll make my bourbon sauce or something for those. Nice light glaze. They cook very quick and they're flipping delicious.
Yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, you know, it's I'll take it. Let's just say that much, because
Yep.
you know, again, like you said, we're never gonna be like waist deep in snow. So, you know, we know what to expect during the
Hope
summer.
not
and
Miami.
things like
Oh,
that. Huh?
make sure I said, hope not in Miami.
No.
Yeah, because if you're waist deep in snow,
If you're waist deep in snow, the rest of us are like, oh
No.
man, we got
Oh,
screwed.
you guys would actually be dead at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
I
we're a
don't know
little
if
bit
that's true.
chilly.
I keep my house. I was able to keep my house when I didn't have electricity or anything. I was able to keep the area in front of my fireplace 42 degrees. So, and I did have them on a
42
lot of
degrees.
clothes.
Well,
So 42 degrees, you could actually have your refrigerator at 42 degrees, and I don't think you would lose any food.
No, I get that. What I'm trying to say is that was the coldest my house has been, and that was also the most expensive month I've ever paid in energy. They were like, "Yeah, you owe $700 something." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? I didn't even have
I almost
electricity for
froze
like
to
4
death.
days."
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, do I get
You charged
anything
me
for
out
being
the attic?
cold?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
like I was my fire was keeping me warm.
I got frostbite. I lost
I
a
don't have
pinky
electricity.
finger.
Why am I paying
my
$7?
fire and poor behavior with my dog that's a little bit fat, and he was laying on top of me. So that was what was keeping me warm. All right, I slept with a pea coat on. And anybody that's ever been in the
I
military,
know what a pea coat is. Yep.
I
Yeah.
don't think it is.
That
I
is
love my
wool.
big shit.
and so I had it on.
That's
I
some
had it on
cozy
me.
shit, man. Yeah.
Well, it's
Yep.
not cozy when you're trying to stay warm.
No, when you're trying to stay
It's
warm,
not.
it's not cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But-
real quick, so people have not responded since I said that. Hey, look, I'm not gonna post your nonsense, right?
They keep posting. They keep commenting.
No one said anything.
Venmo. You announce your willingness to Venmo this man. You can say whatever the fuck you want, and he will say it out loud.
There
Oh,
it is.
Venmo, yeah, absolutely. You could say
That's
that.
what I'm
to
saying.
me.
Venmo. We got to set up a Patreon or some shit.
We need a
Hey,
Patreon.
you little TikTokers, you want to get ignorant on here? Go ahead, but you got to pay us.
Mm-hmm. Pay for the privilege.
Unless it's
We're
racist.
we're
I'm not
easy,
gonna
but
say
we
anything
ain't
racist
cheap.
because I think racist ought to come
What?
from my heart.
Which it usually does. Oh, I had to do it.
Anyway, we're at 58 minutes, guys. Been fun, been real.
Yes.
Good show.
So really appreciate all you guys. We had
too,
a
guys.
good time
You guys.
tonight. And
I hope
we had
everyone had a
some
great
fun.
Father's Day. Seriously,
Oh, hell yeah.
We really did.
much
Yeah, we
love to
did.
you guys. Seriously, it's great.
We
seeing
talked about everything tonight. We talked about
We
all the
did.
things. But real quick, so you guys that want to pray for people, pray for Larry's family, okay? Because if you're not a person that prays for anybody, that's fine. But if you want to pray for somebody, pray for Larry's family, all right? And I do know his last name if you need that, but I'm not saying it here, all right? We're good people. We just want to have fun and have conversation, all right? And so, so at the end of the day, have fun, love each other, be good to yourself, and at the end of the day, life, love. What is it? Is it life, love, laugh, whatever the fuck it
Live,
is?
laugh,
By the way,
love.
just subscribe. Just hit the subscribe. Subscribe.
Even do that.
Or what's that line? Don't be mad because I'm doing me better than you're doing you.
Yeah.
Doing more Negro than me is what you said. I think.
You know,
I think.
we all hear what we want to hear. You know.
Slunge
I think you said. I think you said you're doing more
Lungeaba.
Negro than me.
No, it was Slungeba. To your
How did you get invited to the cookout? I don't understand.
I just